and it's tiebreak day here in Batumi in the World Cup. We've just finished the first two classical games, and I'm joined by one of the best players here in the tiebreak session, Klaudia Kulon. Klaudia, first of all, thank you very much for joining us here. And before you show us your wonderful second game against woman international master Tania Miranda from Mexico, give me your thoughts on the full match. I know it was a tough one. Tell me your thoughts before we go into the game.
Yeah, first round I won very nicely, I think. In classical. Then second I also was prepared very well, and I blundered in one move kind of all game. So it was pity to even go to this tie breaks, because it's always stressful. Even if you play with such a lower rating player, it's always stressful. Rapid and blitz are unpredictable, so I'm happy that I won both games. And
I thought Miranda played quite a decent match. And were you expecting it would be so tough for the first round?
A little bit, yes, because she was 21, even 22 at some point. Like last month, I think she dropped 100 over rating, so it was a little bit unlucky for me. And with my coach, we spoke he even said I don't really know why she's so lower rated player, because she kind of play good chess. She doesn't blunder so much. So yeah, I knew it would be a tough match, yes.
Of course, Klaudia, you're a very experienced player. I've seen you around a lot, so you've played a lot of top tournaments. Now you're going through to the second round. What do you expect of your opponent? Do you know who your opponent is for the second round? I haven't had time to check.
Not yet. They are playing time breaks. Zokagal with Priyanka, they play, and I think they did 1-1. I look very fast, so I still don't know with who I play, but okay, I don't want to say I don't care, but yeah, I just came here to play the best chess I can, and then qualify as far I can, yes.
Of course. So before we go into the game, I have to remind you all that what we're going to see now is a rapid game. It's 15 minutes plus 10 seconds per move, so we're talking about not classical but rapid. And of course, Klaudia, you won the first game. It was a bit up and down at the end. Anything could have happened, but you took it down. And the second game is the one you're going to show us now.
Okay, yes. So I started with e4, c5, knight f3, and d6, d4, and I took with queen, which I played also in a classical game. Because first of all, if I would do draw in first round of rapid, maybe then I would play something different. But when I won, I know the best kind of for black, it's kind of equalized this. So yeah, why not? Yeah, I need only 1.5 points to qualify further. And in the classical, we had bishop d7 over here, so she changed. I don't blame her at all to do something crazy, because of course she has to win this game. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure. I think I have to go queen d3 over here, as I'm maybe a little messed up, but I checked so many lines before the game. So, but I knew this plan with c4, and if I can, I want to do break c5. Yes, over here. This knight e7, I didn't like the move of her, because she's just supposed to go just bishop d7, knight f6, bishop e7, solid. Especially here, this knight on g6. I'm not sure if it's good piece. But okay, knight c3, and of course, yeah, big blunder. I hoped kind of for it, this knight d5 jump. But if she goes bishop d7, probably I would just play, I don't know, rook c1, rook d1, maybe h3, some solid position, and we just play the game. But after bishop e7, I was already happy, because I saw I has to be better in this position.
Let me stop you here just for a moment. So with the draw, you're progressing to the next round.
Yes.
But now you're an experienced player. You know you're better in this position. If she'd offered a draw right here, what would you have done?
Of course, I would take, but I think there is this 30 moves rule that you cannot do before the 30 move.
That is true.
Of course, yeah, but of course I would take it immediately like
if
that.
If there wasn't a 30 rule, you would take it, even though you know you're better, no?
Yeah, of course, just solid. Yeah, it's here in this tournament, you just want to qualify further, so the score is not so important. But yeah, we had to play, and c5 break, yeah. For sure.
Of course, for the followers, let's show that she can't take with the queen, because then she drops the pawn on c6.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So no. No, because she drops the pawn and the rook.
Looking for the key.
So actually, knight to d5 was a very strong move.
Yeah, I think already over. And also I thought maybe c5 here faster, but then the difference is if I shift the castle, knight e7, now she can take with queen. Okay, she sacrificed on c6, but at least she has solid king, and for sure it's still winning because I have pawns up, but we just play the game, we continue. But with king in the center, it's completely lost. The same if she goes knight e7, there's also this break c5, and e5 is hanging, d6 is hanging, I don't know. Like, I think I also would take with king if I would be her. We played c5, d5. Maybe I thought a little bit better to continue the game, just rook d8, c d8, and just hide the king to f8. But still, I'm pawn up, opposite color bishop. Probably I cannot lose this game, but okay, you never know. Yes, still continue. But how she played with this take, c6, bishop c5, king f6. Yeah, this king has to be somewhere mated. But I didn't really see how to win immediately in the position. She has pawns in the center. If she managed to go bishop f5, rook c8, maybe attack my pawn, it's still material equal, so I'm just better because the king is in the center. I think h4 I liked, maybe computer doesn't, but I like this square on g5. Sometimes I saw some tricks like doesn't work right now, but knight e5 it's coming somewhere. Knight e5, queen f4, queen g5 maybe. That's why I played h4 to have this g5 square. And here, yes, I calculate knight e5, but I think doesn't work. Maybe we can check fast what computer shows or not. I'm curious. Okay, yeah, it doesn't, yeah. Still good, but not what I wanted. Why to give her chance, yes. So I played bishop d4 just to take on e5 and be safe. And I take f4. Okay.
The computer doesn't like f4, but...
Yeah, because king g6, yeah, that's what I want to say.
But in practice, it's still very good.
I saw like opposite color bishop again, like pawn up, c6, yeah, very good.
The computer might find a different solution, and that's why it gives you the bad move, although it is a very good move at the same time.
Yes. Queen a3 to have queen g3 check maybe. Yeah, but rook. Yeah, exactly. But f4 perfectly enough, I think. Yeah, and this is bishop f4 blunder already. Exchange up and just win.
The rest of the game was very easy. If you guys want to see it, you can just pop onto the live broadcast and see how she finished off. But with the extra exchange, it was quite clear. So, Klaudia, a fine performance for a rapid game. And you were saying you have to play against Priyanka Ogal, two very strong players who are fighting it out now. You said you didn't have a preference, but I was wondering, are you going to relax now, or will you have an eye on the games? What is your type of thing to do when you finish your own match?
For sure, now it's time to relax because, like I said, I won first classical game. I should not lose the second. I was very good prepared, so this rapid tie. I should not go to this tie breaks. I mean, and yeah, now I think deserve for some maybe spa, maybe some swimming pool, or just watch serial and enjoy the rest of the evening. Because tomorrow again tough game, and I didn't have time to relax.
Of course, this is not your first World Cup. Do you remember the farthest you've gone as a stage in the World Cup? What's your best performance up to date?
Yes, it's my first time.
It's your first time in the... Your third, yeah.
Yeah. 2 years ago, I won in second round with Jagnidze Nana. That was very good for me score. And the third round I lost with Elina Roberts.
A tough opponent.
Yeah. But like with Nana Jagnidze, I was... Okay, and it's not like I wanted to go back home after that match. But of course, this was very good for me to win the gold third round.
At this stage of your career as a chess player, what does it mean for you to do a good performance in this World Cup here in Batumi?
Yeah, it means, of course, a lot. Like, I've never qualified so far. And I used to also teach some students of mine, some kids, adults. But last year I did my peak, finally my ranking, and I dropped. So now I focus more on my chess career. So any performance from now on will be very good for me.
International master Klaudia Kulon, peaking and also playing fantastically in this tiebreak. And of course, good luck to you and of course to your opponents in tomorrow's classical game.
Thank you very much. Thank you.